We can only hope this is going better than last time. Let's see. What's that? Oh, got a new subscriber. Thank you. Welcome. Testing, testing. Oh, that looks like it's working. Okay. All right. Let's go home. Live. Thank you. Welcome. Testing, testing. Oh, that looks like it's working. Okay. All right. Let's go home. Live. Thank you. Welcome. All right. That's all working now. Let's look at the chat. Ah, look at that. That works. It's ridiculously tiny and I'll never be able to read it, but that works. Ooh, I don't like the way this shirt makes me look. All right, we're gonna do one quick adjustment here. I just want to come down just a little bit to the front there. Yes. There we go. Ooh. All right, it's getting crowded in here. Well, that was dumb. Now I cut off the top of my head. Duly noted. All right, I'll live with that. That works just fine. All right, let's test out our other camera angles. We have the... Okay, so this is a different camera angle that allows us to get up close and personal with things as needed. Like that. So that's 3 separate camera angles that I think that's where we were. Face? Nope, that is not where we were. It was stove, because I don't know why I named it stove. All right. If at any point anybody's watching, say something in the chat, because I apparently don't get any stats on if there's anybody there, if I'm just talking to myself. So, sorry, I got the iPad that controls everything right here. Camera there. My workspace is absurdly overcrowded because I went on a bit of a Facebook Marketplace shopping spree and ended up with more things than I rightfully should own, including this very pretty Dell, I believe it's an Inspiron of some kind, Ryzen 5 first gen or first Zen. And then you can't see it, but down here, this Asus Intel i5 7th gen desktop. Mainly to see what I can get out of them. Now, new to my setup is also this monitor that I've strapped to the wall. And the other big Facebook Marketplace purchase is actually holding up the camera that is over there. It's a Cooler Master stacker case. It's a mini ITX case. So, let's see here. Capital. Not gonna work. The one big thing I've been using this for is I had a couple of NVMe drives, these M.2 ones that had been used and were given to me. They had some kind of stuff on them, I don't know what. So I was able to go into command prompt and just hit clean. You type clean and it literally just wipes them flat out. It's insane. It's kind of a pain actually, because then you got to go back into Disk Manager and do all the partitioning that you need to do. But this old Dell Inspiron actually has an NVMe slot, and I was able to just stick them in there and wipe them, which is a handy tool. So what am I preparing for? What am I working on? Why am I doing any of this? Cancel. This all started, and I can blame it on one person if I want to. It started with someone sold me one of these Dell Optiplexes. This is a, I think, 6th gen i7. It's an old office PC. I think I got it for like 30 bucks, max. I got two others that I paid like $20, $25 for. But I did notice it has a bit of an angle. Can you see that? Right here on the front, this angle. And it kind of resembles, get out of here. It kind of resembles a very large original Nintendo. So the plan is two different shades of gray, as close as I could get to the Nintendo color palette. And we are going to take it completely apart, paint it, get the Dell logo off, and paint it gray and gray, buy some Nintendo emblems and accents off of Etsy, and make this a very large Nintendo, original Nintendo. They sell USB plugged, like kind of replica Nintendo controllers. And then it's down to finding a CRT screen that looks like I could paint it same color scheme, and it would be a self-contained PC with controllers and all Nintendo themed. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We'll see. But that is the plan with that. And all of this started because a friend of mine gave me a random grab bag box of things, chiefly an X570 motherboard. This is AM4 socket, and here, we'll go ahead and we'll try out in the close-up here. So this is the X570. The one thing that was off about it is, you can see that there. Here we got the Southbridge chipset. It's either supposed to have a fan there or some kind of cooler. And, you know, like a little mini fan. Or just a heat sink of some kind. Well, there's a header there, Southbridge fan. But where's... Here it is. So this is a ASRock X570 M Pro 4, if you can read that there. All right. And this is an ASRock, presumably Southbridge kind of fan enclosure and M.2 heat thing. Even has the M.2, what do you call that? Thermal pad on the bottom. So you would think that that's, you know, this is for that right here, right? So isn't this going to go right here? Nope, it doesn't. This is made for a whole different motherboard, and I cannot, I think it's the Aorus. It says Aorus on the back of this. So that's junk. But they gave me this, and this X570 is my favorite preferred motherboard for the AM4 platform. Oh, that pin is bent. What header is that? I don't know. Can't read it. Preferably because I think you get Gen 4 and 2 Gen 4s? I'm not sure. That's 3. No, it says 3. It doesn't say what a Gen is. But anyway, Gen 4 by 4. Yeah. So that's Gen 4, M.2, and your PCIe slot going to be Gen 4. I have a heatsink and fan on the way for that. There. I got a glare going on. What else? What else do I love about this thing? No cooler mount. I just now realize as I'm sitting here looking at it, that is annoying. Because one of the things I got for this off of Facebook Marketplace is it here and I can't see it? It is here and I can't see it. I bought a CPU and it came with this Wraith cooler. Holy crap, I am screwed. There's nowhere for this to plug. That's supposed to go there. What are they going to bolt onto? How am I going to... This is annoying. I got to figure out what... I mean, in theory, couldn't I just get some bolts and washers and run that through there? That'll be a problem, right? The whole idea is I'm making a test bench. So, when I was on the other camera, was the mic still coming through here? Nice. Okay. Just checking. All right. Let's put this Wraith away. Now I got to figure out what to do with this. Find this stupid hardware. I don't even know what hardware to put there. Does it come with hardware? No. But you know what? I might have some from the last time I did one of these. My actual PC, my regular... Anyway. I'm going to build a test bench. I've got the frame, motherboard, picked up the power supply today. We got a Corsair 850, 16 gigs of RAM for my, although I'm sure I'll be testing lots of different RAM with it. This is the funny part about the RAM I picked up. It's 4 sticks of 4. And then I ordered really cheap Samsung off eBay, Samsung 2 sticks of 8. I don't want to compare speeds and reaction times and performance off 16 gigs through different formats. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the first thing that came out of this grab box he gave me of random crap. We have what appears to be a small vinyl record of the Alien soundtrack, specifically 2 songs, Ripley's Rescue and Bishop's Countdown from the movie Aliens. If you're a fan of Aliens and you want this, hit me up. I will send it nearly anywhere in the United States. Right there. There you go. Random, I think this is like speaker cover material. This one's really cool. This is a miniature projector from Brookstone. I think it's a store in the mall. If you've ever been to a mall in recent years. Little mini projector. Not yet sure what I want to do with that. These are interesting. I'll show you a close-up of this. It's a PCIe kind of left turn. That goes into, get this thing out. So, there we go. So this would go in this way. Like that. Yeah. And then you could mount your graphics card facing down, because that's now moving the slot 90 degrees down that way. I don't know who would do that. Why you would put your graphics card in that orientation. Got a bunch of these. So couple of these fans, very large brushless fans, and they come with, this is what I think is kind of interesting. They're meant to just plug into a regular outlet. Like that, right? And then they have this little control dial. Let's test them out since I got you here. Oh, get my fingers out of there. There she goes. It works. You hear that on the mic? That's its fastest speed. And its slowest speed. Probably pretty handy to have, like while I'm working with these computers that are open. I'm just like, I'm gonna definitely clip my finger doing this. There we go. Can you even see what I'm doing with that? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is too big to replace this little one here, because this is very tiny stock fans in here. But what I'm really curious about is finding out what that card is there. It says AMD Radeon. Not yet sure whose. Also, a big downside for this thing, full-size hard disk drive. Now, one of the things I'm going to do with these NVMEs is clone this hard drive to one of these. They turn the 8 gigs of RAM into 16. Possibly swap out that card for one of these. Gotta do some testing. The Radeon R5 230, 2 gigabytes of VRAM, and it claims, let's see, 3D physics, it can do 2K, it says it's 4K ready, this little thing. As far as like vintage graphics cards go, no fan, self-powered, claims, it's by XFX, claims it can do 4K. I kind of want to test it out. But I also want to know what that thing is too. Got this for 20 bucks off Marketplace. I'm becoming a bit, yeah, gotta hide my credit card. I can't be doing that anymore. Not to mention the 4 or 5 broken graphics cards I ordered that are headed this way right now too. So, okay, we're gonna test 2. There we go. All right, what else we got in here? Bunch of random speaker wire. Oh, part of the master plan for the Optiplexes that I got. So this one was going to be turned into a miniature Nintendo, right? Or not miniature, sorry. Jumbo Nintendo themed PC. The other 2 Optiplexes, which are 4th gen i6s, no, not i6, 4th gen i5s. This is a joystick for like an arcade machine. I'm going to build boxes and turn them both into arcade machines. We'll see. I'm still kind of struggling about what I want to do with this one. It's got a Ryzen 5 1200, 1700, 17. I don't know, let's look it up. Ryzen 5 1400 quad core. I don't think it's going to tell me what this card here is. But yeah, I don't know. But when it's actually put together, I gotta say, as far as pre-made, pre-built kind of gaming desktops, it's not overly designed like some of the older Alienwares. It's got this blue glow that is kind of, see here, kind of diagonal. It cuts down the front here. That light really isn't showing up well, is it? Let's try. Guess you need a higher angle. Here we go. There we go. Now you can see it. That's what it looks like when you're standing above it. So it's got this, as far as my camera reaches. It's very subtle. The whole point of what I'm trying to say here, very subtle, unlike this camera angle. I kind of want to fix it up into a bit of a sleeper. Throw in, for instance, the beloved 1660 Super, $100 off Facebook Marketplace. Maybe throw that in there. I don't know. I got these two today, this Asus and this one today, so now I'm just kind of rethinking everything. The whole project started as just building a test bench. That was easy enough. Now it's turning into, I've stumbled onto some other opportunities, and what do I want to do with them? So, ideas? Thoughts? I definitely want to keep anything EVGA. I don't necessarily want to go selling anything EVGA. That's clutch. But I don't know, there are other options out there. Let's see, how well would this work? So let's say I can't open Chrome. I can't get on the internet because these two desktops are not connected to the internet. All right. It's going to shut it down. Shut down. All right. We'll let that shut down. So watch out for friends being nice and giving you a pile of junk, because that could turn into all of this. I mean, this is 100, 200, 20, 80. Yeah, we're like $300 into a boondoggle after one box of free stuff a friend gave me. It's kind of spiraling into a project. Are we shut down? Okay. Let's get in here. Legit, like just a nice subtle gaming case. And imagine some. Wait a minute. Can I? No, I can't. Darn, I'd want to cut a window in here, but I don't think that's possible. The top of this, though, what needs to happen is there needs to be more ventilation, more airflow for. Oh, they've got one fan blowing out the back here. Not cool. Oh, okay. Trusty Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. That's neighbor with a motorcycle. All right. Oh. Yeah, unplug the HDMI cord. All right, what do we got here? We got a RX 560DE. Pretty damn warm too. I don't know. Warm to the touch is not necessarily a big deal, considering, you know, do you know what, 50 degrees Celsius? So you're, convert 50 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit.
The answer is 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
So if you're idling at 50, it's 122. Incidentally, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So if you just like delidded your CPU and then put it on the bottom of a fish tank with a little O-ring, you could just wait till water started boiling, then you'd know you're over temp. So let's try. So this is all right. So instead of using this camera here, we're going to ditch that camera. We're going to come back to, hi there. This is way too much, way too close for comfort. We're going to go with apps on iPad. Boom, there we go. Now we're going to switch. Open this. Hey, Tom's Hardware. If you have, wait, what's going on here? Activate screen capture. Yes. No. So this isn't working. Interesting. Your iPad screen will appear here. Hit record or stream and switch the app you want. I'm currently streaming. This is weird. So now when I switch apps, CAMO will capture this device's screen, start recording or streaming, and then switch the app you want to include. Okay. That's just weird. Let's see what it looks like online.
Test it. Okay.
Oh, it's completely black. Oh, that's not working at all.
That's just weird. Let's see what it looks like online.
Okay. That is absolutely horrible. We can't have that happening. So we could go back to the camera, the webcam. Ugh, go away. Let's do table. Here we go. It's already set to that. iPad screen will appear here. And we're going to switch. So when I do this, what happens?
Okay. Oh, it's...
This is weird.
So when I do this, what happens?
Ah, okay. Now is this working? While also streaming?
This is weird. Ah, okay.
That's like a really annoying thing to do live.
Now is this working?
Like for people to have to see that, I'm trying to switch to this particular view live. God, what the heck were we looking up? All right. RX560DE. First off, let's check the... here we go. RX... Oh. Why can't I scroll down anymore? There we go. Is this like a list of all graphics cards ever? So it's...
Just like a list of...
So what's going on? What you doing?
Just like a list of... So what's going on? What you doing?
Is this the same one? It's picked up from the broadcast and kept going? You can stop a broadcast? No. Okay. All right. I will buy it. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. So, all right. Can I get on my iPad and look at the internet? I will buy it. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. While... So, all right. Can I get on my iPad and look at the internet? Huh. I can. I will buy it. That is insane. That is absolutely nuts. All right, cool. Anyway, let's look this up. We are looking up the I'm just having fun with this multicam. If anyone's curious why I'm switching back and forth all the time. Boop. Look at the number of lanes on that. Very limited. Okay, this is the... No, don't care about dominoes. Can't open page, don't care. So this is the RX 5560 DE. Okay. 2 gigabytes it says, not 4. So I don't know. I saw this. So this is the 560D, 2 gigabyte. So let's compare it to, for being crazy, so this I got for 20 bucks. This is the Radeon R5 230. So lane spacing weird. Look at all the way the lanes are spaced out, and here they're just all bunched up to one side. All that blank space right there. Not weird at all. Got a piece of stupid plastic. Okay. So presumably because it comes with a fan, you're going to think, oh, okay, it must be more powerful, or it clearly creates more heat. This one, this older one here, we've got VGA, DVI, HDMI, and then regular HDMI. This, you actually got DisplayPort. Look at that. And then still the DVI. I was using DVI well until 2010. No, I had a Mac that I was using that on back in 2018, 2019. Looks great. Don't discount good old DVI. All right, so we have on this one 896 cores, 16 ROPs. I don't know what ROPs are. GDDR5. This is GDDR3. But they both got 2 gigs. 3,000 million transistors. And you want a 4090. What are you wasting your time on? Nuts. Who is this? Someone stopped by and said hi, and I didn't know. Who is this? Bugsy. Stream looks awesome. Thanks, Bugsy. I've been testing out CAMO Studio for... Oh, shoot. Go away, keyboard. I've been testing out today. Literally swipe and just ruin everything. Or I could take myself and move myself over here. That'd be better. CAMO Studio. I think I talked about it in a video recently. It's all on my iPad. I've got this webcam here plugged into the iPad, and then on top of all that, a Sony ZV-1 over here, and then of course the onboard camera of the iPad, which is what we see here. Okay, I'm moving that back. It's kind of annoying. Right here. And I could use the back of the iPad, but it's looking at a pile of crap here in my studio / garage. So I don't feel like showing that to anybody. But yeah. I do like the freedom of this. Historically, I've actually had an iPhone mounted over my head here. That was like mounted up way high and like looking down like this. I feel like that, something like this, like an angle is going to be better to be looking at things. Now, the reason I got this R5 230 was I wanted something for this small form factor Optiplex. I have 2 more of these Optiplexes and I wanted to put GPUs in them. This one has one. Shoot, let's look at that one. The heck am I thinking? What's wrong? Why aren't you? There we go. Boom! How many little mini Radeons? All right, I know I'm Team Red for my CPUs, but I've been an NVIDIA guy for like my personal GPUs. This is the biggest collection of GPUs. I've got one EVGA 1660 up there. All right, so this one is, take my damn glasses off. So this was in that Optiplex. It came with it, and I presumably stock with that Optiplex. 94 volt? I don't believe that. Here, F91D1. There's got to be a different sticker somewhere. None of these numbers look... got a barcode on it. That's got a barcode on it. Look, it's not the same one. Same kind of barcode. But the damn thing has a fan, and this one doesn't. Is that the... So anyway, the reason I bought this one is I wanted to put this in one of the other Optiplexes I have that I'm turning into like an arcade machine. And as you can see, to fit in the width here, especially on the back of one of these Optiplexes, you can't have the full bracket there. You need this small bracket. Unfortunately, the guy that sold me this, there's a smaller bracket that comes with this thing in the box. He lost it or didn't have it and couldn't find it when he sold this to me. So I could take this off, this old VGA. Holy crap, that's the bracket I need. Could I just bend and break this, cut it to fit right inside one of these? I could do that. Let's get all MacGyver. Why the hell not? All right, I'm going to do test 3, return. Look at that. All right, hide the keyboard. Okay. So what are we doing? We're trying to figure out what this one is. V3 made in China. I'm not seeing anything on here. I'll say it does look kind of bent. Just the way the shape is there. Or bowed at least. Tiny little GPU right there. Is that the VRAM? I don't know crap about what components on these things are what. So we're going to look up a couple different serial numbers here. Let's start with F9. It has a QR code. It's new enough to have a damn QR code on the back. Let's test out the QR code. See what we get. Nothing. Can't just be me. The iPhone does not recognize that QR code. What about that barcode? No? All right. We're going to have to Google it. So we are looking for F9 1D1 75 1D1 75425. Literally nothing on Google. All right, AMD E350, could that be it? Is that what this E32? E32? Holy crap, this looks like it could be it. Yes, photo looks correct. Holy crap. Oh, this is neat. Okay, all right. So this is what it appears I've got here. This I bought off Facebook Marketplace. It is a, here's the box. It is the R5 230. That's this. This is a R5 430. Cool. All right, doing side-by-side tests with that could be neat. Who knows? And then, again, we're here with the RX 560 DE, which I kind of want to put up against like a comparison website, which I'd love to bring up on the screen here, but for some reason I can't. I'll run to this monitor over here. That'd probably be the best option, but it appears the whole screen sharing or thing on the iPad isn't exactly ideal at the moment, or I can't. It stopped and restarted the live stream. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, I'll come back. Don't you worry. I kind of want to take a picture of this stupid setup because this looks absolutely insane right now. I usually have a very tidy studio. But no, not today. I do have something fun I planned ahead for all my every computer that I'm going to be working on. This old baby here, this Asus on the floor. We have Noctua thermal paste. I don't know what the thermal rating on this one is, but I'm going to try that. And I also have, I think it's Cooler Master. It has some really good stuff. Purple stuff that I got. Cryofuse. I don't have that out here. That's for my gaming rig because it gets too hot in my office. But who is Bugsy? I really wish I'd seen that earlier. Sorry I didn't say hi. You're literally probably the only person who tuned in. God, this is neat. Testing old graphics cards. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think I'm gonna need, ooh, let me get that baby out of there. Here's what it's not to do, if you ever want to know. If you're missing screws for things like holding in NVMe drives, there we go. Do not, under any circumstances, do what I did, which would be use a tiny wood screw, because it's the only thing that could fit in the standoff that was holding that in place. Absolutely nuts. I keep forgetting how small these things are. Like you go on Amazon and decide which one you want to buy, and then you get them. They're freaking tiny. It's nuts. So that's two of those I've got now that are ready to go, fresh and formatted. Magnet tray. Always have, sorry, I forget which camera I'm pointing at. Magnet trays, always have those. I'm not even going to put that GPU in. Here's the question, could I even fit? All right, so this is the one that belongs to this Optiplex. Here. Let's get that out of the way. This is the new R5 320, a step down from that. What happens if I try to put it in here? I mean, it looks like it'll fit. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna fit. I don't think it's gonna fit. Come back out. Yeah. Damn it. Look at that. Yep. This whole plate rests lower than this one. I can't even stick it in there to test it. You know what that means? we are going to have to test it in a neutral machine. Perhaps this Asus i5 7th Gen. It has integrated graphics, so I don't have to worry about that. Come in handy. Is this dusty inside? I should have cleaned that out. I cleaned all these machines. I took them apart and hiccups. Oof. And cleaned them. Pardon me. Why are hiccups so funny? Okay. I didn't clean the inside of the GPU. I could take that off. I could reapply the Digging what I'm digging? Let's do a little surgery. Why not? Okay, I got too much crap. Spread out your Facebook Marketplace. All right, we're going to try the Noctua. We got 3.5 grams of the Noctua. More than enough. Okay. Now, I don't have a mod mat like some professionals, but I do have this nice cutting mat for model making that I've done some work on. I feel like it's a good surface to work with. All right. We've got our Linus Tech Tips retro screwdriver. There we go. I think we can actually, we can adjust this so it comes down a bit more. A little better view. And I can even take my ring light that I've got over here and try and shine a bit more backlight on what I'm doing here. There we go. A little bit better, yeah? All right, so name of the game is R5 430 AMD Radeon GPU thermal paste replacement. So we've got some screws. Let's get the tiny bit. One video I did not make was a review video of this screwdriver because, one, enough people I think did it. Two, I mean, come on. I'll admit to being a bit of a Linus Tech fanboy, but when you saw the breakdown of like the effort that went into the designing this thing, and there's probably plenty of very basic, do not lose those screws, or those springs on the screws. There's plenty of basic ratcheting screwdrivers we've all used in our life that probably served us just fine. It didn't have nearly as much effort and thought put into them. I really had no doubts about this. I'm a little curious how this is going to stay in place when I flip it over after putting the thermal paste on. Yeah. Oh, do not look away. All right, that's freaking weird. Look at that. Oh, that's disgusting. All right. There's our thermal paste. Chalky. Whew. It's powder. Frickin' powder. Okay, so what do we want to do? We're going to take a little bit of shop towel and a little bit of contact cleaner. This is really good for this. If you don't have isopropyl alcohol, this will work well. Safe for plastics and stuff like that. Don't use brake cleaner on this kind of stuff. See how wide it got compared to like the tiny little chip, like it was. You know what I don't have that I should probably get? Q-tips. God, this stuff is not. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol. Absolutely need alcohol. Any chance I still have it out here from some previous work I was doing? Probably not. This would be real professional of me. I'll be right back, I guess. Is this some kind of intermission thing? I don't know. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to go get some alcohol. Just keep an eye on that for me. Don't let it go anywhere. No one could hear that. Think anyone could hear the reality TV going on in there? That's weird. All right, got the right stuff. What's that? Is that a dryer in my studio? Yeah, because you never know when you're going to need. What I'm hoping is in here. What are we hoping for? We are hoping for that microfiber towel. This is the most professional live stream I've ever done. All right. Come on, it has to be in here. Stop embarrassing me, laundry. What the hell? Oh, that's just a regular towel. Microfiber. Microfiber. Okay. So no such luck, we say. We'll have to find a different one. I don't like this one. I really, really don't. Okay. All right. It really doesn't want to come off. Kind of feel the goo on there still. That's not cool. I mean, you can kind of see the smear still there, right? But best I can tell, it is off. I'll try something with a surfactant in it. Yeah, literally Mr. Clean. All right, so that's the kind of pressure that I cannot be putting on the chip here in a second. So it'll have to be something different. Perhaps a Q-tip. Nope, a little bit more alcohol. There we go. All right, wish me luck on this one. Don't need glasses. Oh, there you are. Look at you. Look at you. Is that dust? Oh yeah, that is dust. All right, do that again. Don't need nearly as much. Okay. All right. You're not going to be able to read that. AMD looks like 1534? I don't know. Go away. I'm busy. All right. Where's my little blower? Ugh. Sorry if I make a lot of noise. I'll try and block the microphone from this. Q-tips, come out of the way. There we go. All right. Got dust out of there. Okay, so there is our chip. We've cleaned off our cooling element. Big question is going to be, once it's on, Things I did not think through.com. So we could do it this way, where we put it on like that, but then this is bumping against the mat, so I need to elevate the whole thing. What can we use as a riser that's wide enough but solid? We don't want something that is going to, needs to be perfectly well shaped. Oh. Is this dumb? We'll use a power supply, and then we can set this right on top, drop it down on, and put our screws in. Our screws with the springs built in. If you're just joining us, I'm doing stupid things, i.e. reapplying thermal paste to a 15-year-old, no, not that old, 10-year-old graphics card. Okay. So, it should be no surprise, you do not need that much. Whoa! It's almost. That's more than enough right there. Okay. We're using Noctua. All right. Has that precision screwdriver come out from LTT yet? That'd be a really nice thing to have right now. Get in the hole. All right, we got the diagonals. I'll tell you, I don't like these screws. Stupid springs on them. That's super annoying. I think that screw cross-threaded. I mean, it couldn't have gone on evenly, but it can't be awful. It has enough under there. This screw here is being kind of a pain in the ass. It's not going in the way it should. There we go. Oh, hey. Okay, it looks like, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to peer in the gap here with the iPhone. Yeah. Okay, it's spread all the way out. I can see it around all sides. Nice. All right, well, we'll see if that works. All right, so that was the R5 430. I really don't like this. I don't like this, doing them on chips like this. This is tough. All right, so now we have the RX 560 DE. Since we're here, why the hell not? Okay, I'm kind of inclined to actually unplug this particular fan. No other reason than an abundance of caution. I don't feel like having it flop around on me. All right. Come on out. You know you wanna. You want to get really aggressive, or do you just want to be gentle and work each side? As if I've never been taken out. Tell me I don't need to get a pair of like needle noses and just really give it a yank. Yeah. There's no retaining clips or anything. I almost got to do both sides at the same time, and I just don't have 4 hands to do that. Yeah, this baby's in there. Wow, I really am just going to go get some needle noses. Where are they? You're kidding. My needle noses are not here? That can't be. They're not. Where are they? The lady of the house has stolen them. I kind of hope no one's watching this part. This is Huh. They're oddly loose. You're not broken, are you? Is that broken? It can't be broken. Plastic broke? No, it's 2 pieces of plastic. That's why I can't wear my glasses when I do this. I'm squinting too hard. That didn't take forever. Jesus. All right. Hard part done, I hope. So, good news. It lays flat, which means when I put the screws back in, it shouldn't be all uneven and whatnot. If you're just joining us, we are replacing the thermal paste on a AMD RX 560. Okay, so I was wrong. It does not lay flat, but pretty close. I mean, not that bad. And actually, impressively so. First off, the flat part goes towards the PCIe slot. All right, I don't know if we can see this. What can we see on this camera here? We have what looks to be, see the shine there, those fat edges at every corner. Looks like hot glue holding that whole chip in place. It's kind of interesting. But what's neat is the thermal paste is actually still a little wet. Look at that. All right. Darn good news. Downside here is this is a very exacting sized pad. See how like that plate the die has to sit on? The other one was just like a very large flat plate. This is going to be very precise. So that'll be fun. And of course, now that I'm even thinking about it, what GPU is that? Are you doing this for fun? Welcome to the party, sir. Whew. What is it, 48 minutes plus another 30 that I've been screwing around? Okay, let me show you what's going on. I got this Dell Inspiron, the Ryzen 5 1400 in it, and it had this. I thought it didn't have a graphics card when I first inspected it, but it does. It has this little AMD RX 560. Incidentally, I have some Optiplexes that I'm converting into arcade machines. One of them has this graphics card, which we looked it up. It's actually a R5. It's a AMD R5 430. And then the other day, for the other Optiplexes that don't have one, I bought this Radeon R5 230. So the 430 has a fan. We just redid the thermal paste on that. The 230 does not have a fan. Might as well redo the paste on that, maybe. I don't know. He says it was brand new and never used, so I'm actually not going to touch that one. This is the box for it. Brand new? I don't know. Maybe. That also claims it can do 4K. Are you even still here? Am I talking to nobody? I missed the boat, Maximo. If I did, I'm sorry. The chat window on this iPad thing is really small. So, hey, oh, you're here. Awesome. Cool. So anyway, so I figured I was planning on redoing the thermal paste for all the CPUs, and then I happen to have this out, and I've got 3 grams worth of Noctua thermal paste that I bought for that part of the project. I'm like, well, if I've got some GPUs here, screw around. Let me see what's under here. And I'm discovering that it's actually really hard to get these things on again, because you're dealing with a loose card and they're unwieldy and not balanced, and you got to screw in from behind, whereas like for a CPU you're screwing from the top as you're putting it on each time. So that's alcohol. So that's what we're up to. And I was just pointing out the little cooling plate, contact plate, is really small, the same size as the die itself that it has to meet. So when I go to put this back, I can't have it like swirling around too much, you know? So we're just cleaning that off. This all started because I had a friend give me a box of random PC stuff. And one of the things he gave me was a motherboard. A very nice X570 motherboard for the AM4 platform. That's this one right here. And it's missing a few things, like the heatsink or fan for the Southbridge chipset, and also any kind of mounting hardware for a CPU cooler. So I've got to acquire that. But I was going to turn that into a test bench to have on my workbench here. And that has spiraled into this mess you see all around me now. I've got this desktop a guy sold me today when I came to buy this desktop here from him. Random other parts, and power supply, RAM, this GPU I picked up for the Opti. I got on Facebook Marketplace and it just turned into a mess. So yeah. And then also, of course, thank you. Of course, I've been testing this multi-camera iPad system for live streaming and recording and editing and all that kind of stuff. And in this particular case, I'm running a Sony ZV-1, which is the camera over here. That's piped in through capture card to the iPad right here, which you can kind of see the edge of. And then I've got this. There's never too much spare components. I'm almost going to disagree with you. I've got this webcam here that I'm using for close-up stuff. And then, of course, this is the camera on the iPad. And I have different scenes I can switch back and forth from and all of that. So also the microphone is going through the ZV-1 into the iPad as well, so that I can have decent audio rather than picking up audio straight from the iPad, which I tried on my last live stream, which went horribly. Because what I was doing there was not only multicam, but I have a new monitor I mounted on the wall there, and I was doing like multiple monitors as well as multiple cameras, and the iPad couldn't handle it because, incidentally, the iPad Air 5th Gen only has 8 gigs of RAM. Not enough. So just something for your notification. We actually researched it on that stream, but the audio's desynced. It's not even worth watching. I even labeled it "Do Not Watch," and people have watched it since then, which I think is kind of, I should have seen that coming. Honestly, you know, don't tell the kid he can't have a cookie. So we are trying to clean up all this thermal paste. Come on, there you go. There you get out of there. That's good. Very good. Get off my Q-tip. I'm gonna be economical with my Q-tips. Come on. And then one of my good buddies who I do a live stream with, normally on nights like this, but he was busy with family stuff. He recommended contact cleaner, which is plastic safe. It's non-conductive, won't conduct electricity or something. If you've ever been dumb enough to use brake cleaner while using anything electronic, because you knew it would evaporate and clean quickly, that was probably a bad idea. Contact cleaner is going to be better. But we tried that, and the heat sink for this one, like the old thermal paste, like smeared and wouldn't come off. So I switched to alcohol. I don't know why I tried to get creative with it. 5th gen iPad having 8 gigs of RAM is wild to me. This iPhone 16 lineup is the first where they all have 8 gig minimum. Apple doesn't learn. Yeah, you don't get any more than 8 gigs until you get into the iPad Pro level. So basically, if you want to do some serious stuff on iPad, but you don't need multiple monitors while doing this. Clearly, I don't. I've got the, can't see it. Got the camera over there. Got cameras here. I've got 3 cameras rolling. Not to mention the camera on the back of the iPad I could use if I wanted to, but there's nothing but laundry over there. So, and if I zoom in, this is the app updated. CAMO Studio is this app, and they updated how you interact with the chat window, and it's really tiny. I have to like blow up what you've written anytime I want to see what's being said. And I can type back now, which is nice, but I still have to like scroll. It's not ideal. But, and I wish it would give me like an alert, because I'm like over here being all, busy. Get out of the camera's way. And I have to like look up and see. I don't get alerts when people write something. Although if I was like Tim the Tap Man, it would just be like a constant ring, so I get that. But I'm not. I've got 1 or 2 people watching at any given time. I like that. A little more personal. How you doing? What's going on in your life, man? What you got going on? I'm making a mess and trying to clean it up. What about you? Come on. Sometimes I hope that someone more knowledgeable than me stumbles onto this while I'm doing something stupid. And holy crap, that looks out of place. I hope I didn't mess something up there. Okay, there's no way that's out of place. All right, good. So I don't know what these little transistor looking things are, but one of them looked like it's been moved. I'm like, there's no way I moved it. There's no way. Okay. I mean, that's kind of clean. I feel like it could be cleaner. Let's go microfiber. A little bit of alcohol. little bit of alcohol in the microfiber. Try to get some of this cotton fiber out of here before we do anything else. Just got a new job as a field technician recently, coming from Geek Squad, so it's for sure a jump. Okay, hold on. So do you work for Best Buy and you got a job as a field? No, because Geek Squad is a field technician. Well, so not with, you were with Best Buy and now you're not. You've moved on to somewhere else. And field technician doing what? Hold on. But I could hear that you were recording. I didn't want to interrupt, so I'm so wondering. Oh, okay. My girlfriend and my dog are going to bed. Let's see here. Live streaming while cleaning computer parts. Feel free to poke your head in. So yeah, got a new job. So you went from Best Buy to somewhere else, and you're a field technician for internet company. Computers, you're doing house call for computer repair. I want to know all about that because I feel like I could do a little bit of computer repair. I did repair some guy's laptop once simply by swapping motherboards because his CPU was fried, but it could be a fun thing to get into. I don't know. All right, so we are clean. We are now ready for application of thermal paste. Thermal paste. Is that even remotely in focus? Let's get this little light over here. See how shiny that dye is? Isn't that wonderful? Oh. Okay. Let's get on there. Oh, no. Doesn't look like much, but I feel like it's enough. You know? I'm just going to do a wee bit more. There we go. Now we're going to pull back on the... I always do a little bit of a pullback on syringes. Not that I've done a lot of syringe work in my day. What do we got here? I did get in-store repair agent work at Best Buy stores. The field technician is warranty repairs for Dell and Lenovo machines. Neat. Neat. See, I'm torn. One of the things I wanted to do with this channel was to learn how to do it myself as a middle-aged guy who didn't get into PCs until he was like 41, 42. And then hopefully maybe some other people would watch it and go, all right, I could do that. But then the idea of okay, I want to help people. What if I wanted to do what you're doing? Well, I don't want them to fix their own things. I want them to call in for their warranty thing. So that, that's what you would want. You want them to call you, not try and fix it themselves. So it's job security there if people don't do what I'm doing right now, I guess, is my point. So, I don't know. All right, so I could put this on and then flip it over and hold it still while I put screws in with one hand. I'm torn about exactly how to do this. All right, here we go. Oh, I feel like that's way too much thermal paste now that I'm looking at the plates right by each other. Okay, it's on. Now we want to lift, hold in position while we flip. Don't apply too much pressure yet. Start to put our screws back. I don't know why I'm whispering. Oh my God, come on, get in the hole. This is my equivalent of a precision screwdriver. Just take the bit out of my Linus Tech Tips screwdriver. Okay. Do notice that I'm alternating diagonal slots. Ah! Tell you, the magnets on these bits are so clutch. There you go in the hole. There you go. Okay, I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where's my flashlight? Let's take a look under there. What we're looking for is thermal paste spilling out, but not everywhere. Huh. Oh, wait, it's down there. Okay, there we go. Huh. Take my damn glasses off again because I keep doing. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that was plenty of thermal paste. Jeez. All right. We are in. There we go. All right. We're just going to double check the tightness on this. Let's take a look here. At Best Buy, they let you go. At Best Buy, they let you go into depth. The most we ever, they didn't. Most we ever did was a battery, RAM, minor things like that. This new place, we're doing displays, full boards. I did get it, thank you. That's awesome, dude. That's great. And also you get to meet people, which I think is super dope. I'll admit, I've been doing a lot of Facebook Marketplace shopping the last couple of weeks, but every time I meet someone on Facebook Marketplace, maybe it's just a post-pandemic thing, but I'm just like, obviously we have similar interests because I'm buying something off you that I want, and you at one point wanted it, so there's some kind of shared interest over that item, especially computers. For instance, see that black box there that my camera is sitting on over there? That's a computer case a guy gave me for free when he sold me that monitor because he didn't know what to do with the case. And it's a weird, like, long, rectangular ITX case. But anyway, I almost becoming best friends with these people for like 5 minutes. and then I haven't, like, made a friend buying things off Facebook Marketplace, but I always feel like it's something I'm in danger of. But then I feel like it's like too creepy to try to be too familiar with people. Meet new people with shared interest all the time is neat. I imagine that with warranty work, you'll be meeting people that not necessarily shared interest, but you're gonna meet a lot of like people from different backgrounds. People who rely on warranties for computer stuff. They don't want to have to worry about it. That's why they got the warranty. So they're not going to be computer enthusiasts per se, but they definitely are going to be interesting, and you get to meet all these interesting people. Different cultures, stuff like that. All right, we're going to plug the fan back in. And of course, guess what? I didn't take benchmarks or any thermals before I did this because I decided to do it on the fly after pulling it. So I'm not going to know how much better it is. But I am going to know it's better, and I think that's what is important. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't made any like friends on Facebook Marketplace, but actually that's not true. The guy that I got this Dell from, we're technically Facebook friends now, but that's not the point. All right, we're done. You can go back over here. So the guy that sold me this Dell that this came out of, actually, he doesn't know much about computers, and I was trying to give him some confidence because clearly if you can learn as much as I've learned at my age, then he's in college. He'll definitely, he's a young kid in college, he'll be able to pick a lot of it up. But he doesn't know a lot. You pop this thing open, doesn't know what he's looking at inside. And I don't blame him. It's confusing and scary for some people, I'm sure. But he said he's interested in building a gaming PC or buying one. Either way, I told him, hey, I'd be happy to help you and or build it for you, or at least consult on it if you need assistance with that. So, spreading the love, I think. The positive side of social media and the internet and stuff is shining through, and I'm gaining more confidence with it at my older age, when a lot of people could be pretty cynical, if you've ever been on Twitter. And I refuse to call it that other thing anyway. So, all right, I'm calling it. I think I've done enough testing with everything, the multicam, the new components. Next thing I'm going to do is, I got the frame for the test bench, and I'm going to paint it hazard yellow. And I got a cool, it comes with an on button because obviously it's not a case, so it's not going to have an on button. But I bought like a automotive car start, engine start button. It has like, you flip a switch and hit the button, because I thought I want to make it like a little cooler. So, all right, get back in here. How do you, you got to go on the outside. All right? I know what I'm doing, don't I? No, I don't know what I'm doing. There's no way that that's supposed to go. Does that go on the inside? Just not clear. Guess so. All right, push and pray. Here we go. And then we have our, where's our darn retaining screw? I tossed it in here. Is this it? I think this is it. Are you kidding? This can't be it. I think it's it. This is literally one of the wood screws I said not to use for an NVMe drive. I'm almost, no, it's got to be this one. Yeah, all right. It's a flat tip machine screw. Can you believe I have to warn myself and others not to use wood screws in computers? Don't worry, gotta be careful about that GPU sag in these babies. All right. Boom! Rock and roll. Yeah, so I'm doing I'm trying to plan videos out where I do them all on mobile, and not live, but I'm going to do them recorded and special effects and stuff. I got a video out I just did called like the best $70 mistake I ever made or something like that, and it kind of explains what I'm trying to do, because I think there's a lot of really interesting stuff you could do on mobile, especially if you have an iPad, and editing and special effects and AI infused stuff. You don't need a big old editing machine or something and spend hours in front of a computer. You could do it on the road. I did it with traveling recently. I went back to Philly and I edited the oil change video I just did. I edited that on the fly, like on my phone mostly, and on the iPad. So, yeah. Maximo, I hope you enjoy your new job. Definitely stop by and tell me all about it.